Everyone, welcome to this special. Say this is a special session. It doesn't matter you feel what you do, but understanding the hiring process is important. Understanding how to sort jobs, how to identify jobs, understanding your different roles and your skill is important. And as I said, one of the reasons why I'm so moved to create this video is that I had students who went to Upwork. Myself, I paid somebody $100 on Upwork just to apply. First and foremost, cybersecurity is something that I have an in-depth knowledge. I'm not looking for a job though, but I was just trying to see how good this person is. So when I had an interview with him, where I asked him those questions, you could tell he understands security very well. And when he came now with some rules, I was like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Because they were more leaning towards financial, but I'm into cybersecurity, right? And that's why I was like, no, this doesn't make sense. And he did ask me, why. I explained to him. That's to tell you that if you are a master in your field, some of you, yes, you know what you're doing. But if you can identify those keywords, then you can use what we call Boolean search, right? Use Boolean to be able to narrow down your search, identify those jobs, and apply for those jobs. Okay. And when I was just playing with it, it's not like something that I knew when I even got into IT back then. It doesn't matter how your resume looks like. Once you apply, recruiters will be reaching out to you. That's the truth. But if you all are current, you've read about McDonald's, not really a data breach, but them being in the hotline as a result of the fact that they outsource their hiring process to Paradox.ai. And Paradox.ai was using a default password of 123. And look, fortunately enough, two researchers were just playing around it, and they went there, they were able to log in with default passwords. And even when they got added, they got access, they went to the admin panel, they were able to see applicants, forms with their names and numbers and so many other things. I think I posted that. I have a video that I have prepared. That video will drop soon. And my thing is, I always try to read it. What lesson can we learn from this, right? And I also have an article or newsletter on LinkedIn that you all can watch. And that, with everything, just working with this guy, he has made over 20K on Upworks, and then coming and realizing he doesn't even know. I have to give him a Boolean search. And he appreciated us like, okay, take this. Fair enough, he might know, but the fact that he's not really into security, he still might be lacking on something, right? And that's why I was like, okay, let me play around with ChatGPT. Let me just play and see what I can get. And I'm not going to lie to you people. I've learned so much, and that's why I'm here to share with each and every one of you. And please do me a favor if you watch these videos, make sure you share with somebody. Even if that person is just doing not necessarily in cybersecurity, it can be project management, marketing, healthcare, whatever thing database or whatever thing they are looking for is the same principle that's going to apply. Right. Of course, my students are really going to have an upper hand because that I meet with them often. We play around with this. And if you still do not know how to use it, you're looking for somebody to help that, I can help you. And of course, you're going to pay for that. But this video should be able to cover so much that you need. That being said, let's talk about mastering Boolean search and company career scanning. Find remote GRC or third-party roles. I definitely just put it on remote for now, but we're going to be playing with on-site hybrid. We're also going to learn how to do it like different states, different city. Again, it just fall down on your query. What are you looking for, right? And someone who worked as a DBA, I think I have an upper hand because when you're working as a DBA, you also use Boolean, you narrow down your search. And these are things that recruiters also do, narrow down your search, right? And even when I work as a Splunk, I'll say I work with Splunk, it's a tool that used to reach lag. You also need to know how to use your Boolean very well. And again, for this course is going to be practical hands-on guide to uncover hidden jobs and filter exactly what you want, right? I'm not going to put it in read mode, that's okay. But why this matters? First, most job seekers rely on LinkedIn and Indeed with generic searches. Job gets buried fast. Top companies post on their own sites. Boolean search help you beat the system and find exactly what you want. especially for high demand fields like GRC, SOC 2, if you want to work on third party vendor rates or vendor. Okay. My company, they don't post on LinkedIn. My company, you go to Indeed, you won't find it. My company go with ZipRecruiters. Right. So likewise, some of these companies, when you go to their career session, then you should be able to identify all the jobs. That reminds me, still on ChatGPT, I would show you people how you can identify different job ads, not just the popular job boards that we know. What if you are targeting healthcare system? What if you are targeting higher education? You want to work in a state school or university? Can you identify that with the help of ChatGPT? Do you really know how powerful ChatGPT is? And that's where I'm going to show you people. And if you're somebody in cybersecurity, I don't want you people to have that in your head that, I have to work for the US government. No, you don't have to work for the US government. There are plenty of jobs out there, right? How well do you know your stuff? That really, that's where we're talking, okay? So with this, and then the next one, but what is Boolean search? A way to combine keywords and phrases with operations, that's and or not. Okay, tell the job site, for example, show me listing that match exactly these rules, third-party rates or vendor rates and remote. Okay, so with this, these are the key verbiage that we're going to use, right? So you use the Boolean words, you see like and, you see or, you see parentheses and so on, but we're going to practice that in real life. So what of understanding the operations? Do you see when they talk of and, what does it mean? Must include both and links. And that's what I always tell my students, even when you're taking interviews, you to be able to use and beat the ATS system, how you can tell your resume to be able to beat those ATS and to be able to capture keywords, to be able to identify, the main keywords and apply. Yes, you guys will spend money to people, but if you understand how to do this, I bet you I'd rather do it myself. I had a student having about 3 interviews because she did apply herself. Yes, it's pain in the butt, but at the end of the day, if you put aside some time to just learn, take that job, I prefer quality application rather than quantity. You are not fighting with people. Rather do 10, 20 quality applications rather than doing 20 or 50 or whatever. Okay. And they say and must include both vendor rigs and remote or match any. That's, you see, third party rigs or TRP or TPRM. Do you see all? Either or, because you have some jobs where recruiters are not going to, the folks or high managers, they're not going to go with third party vendor rates, they'll just go with the anchoring, right? And that's why when you are using or you again, you see, that's why you need to know your broaden your search. You do not just want to limit it at the level of just, third party or third party rates. That's why you are putting that. And then exact phrase, for example, how exact are you? I want to see a combination of all of these. And then for this one, you want to group what together. Do you see? So now we are bringing everything together. You put vendor rigs, you have your brackets, or you also put, it can either be if you see vendor rigs or that bring it to me. But in a situation where we did not put TPRM, then it's not even going to know. And you see, because it also going to be sub two. And so, you also increase your chances. So if you have this, like, sub two, bring everything together. That way I can see. Then, but for us to start practicing, let's first of all still digest these bowlings. For example, and what does it mean? And tells the search engine or job board that both terms or group must appear together in the result. It narrows your search, when to use it, when you want to combine two concepts, e.g., a role and a condition. Do you see, for example, vendor rigs and remote? Vendor rigs and remote. And we have some query that we're going to show, okay? So what does it mean? It means that only show jobs that mention both vendor rigs and remote. And then do you see, if a listing only has vendor rigs but doesn't mention remote, it won't show up. So if you are targeting just remote job, right? Then you're like, okay, vendor rigs and remote. Vendor or TPRM and remote. Do you see? That's how we're going to use it to be able to increase your chances and narrowing down, just defining what exactly do you want. Okay. And that being said, let's play around with some of these commands. For example, I'm going to post this one, vendor rigs and remote, and see what we will get. So once I copy this, I'm going to bring ChatGPT over here, and then we will take it from there. Okay. For example, give me a moment. I'm trying to bring my, okay. Okay. So for example, right? So let's see. Oh, what's happening? Okay. So let's take a new one. Let's just say, okay. Oh, I want to post it, paste it on, I'll copy it. I'll go to Google. I want to paste it. Do you see? Look at this. Do you see? Analyst, fintech vendor risk analyst, third-party vendor risk analyst. Do you see that you have over 1,000 jobs, 100 jobs? Do you see the different vendor risk? This one was 27 days ago. This one was 3 days ago. It literally take you to the different. This is new. It was just posted anywhere in Lisa. That's another job ad. And then you see, so we have all of this. Do you see master sales or whatever? But again, if you are based on your role, this one, it might not apply to you, but again, it literally groups you everything. Remember at this point, we've put just how they call remote jobs, right? But what if we want to put vendor rigs or third-party vendor rigs and remote or hybrid? So now we are doing a combination of remote and hybrid. But guess what? We are doing a wide search now, the whole of US, right? We are doing a wide search. I've placed that one. So do you see what rigs and remote job type? So you can even put like last week. Do you see? Third-party management, enterprise third-party management solution, find remote third-party job, and go to LinkedIn, you have 2,000 plus third-party job, 187 third-party, you go to Zip Recruiter, you go to the different jobs. And while you are doing that, I didn't even know that, Google have actually updated this. I have no idea, but this is powerful. But still, while you are here, you want to put it's just a not more than 7 days, and we will see. Okay, do you see? Now, paste vendor risk or remote job. Click the filter date posted and past week. Okay, that's it. It says that we should click it. So I didn't know that Google have that. So when you click, we take that. But what if I want to add, can you also add CPROM? Let's see. So now, remember, we are also like broadening our search. Remember, now we have vendor rigs, third-party rigs, or this, and then you can put remote or hybrid. And then now we want to click there. Once we click, we put search. And then remember, you can come now, based on your date or time, we can take last week. You know what? Do you see? Keep applying. If you go to modi.com, this is something that they're looking for. You know, Indeed, you still have that a complete guide, even take you now. You see, because we are talking about third-party vendors, even some of the GLC tools like Big Side, they also have a GLC too. They definitely bring everything. Do you see? Indeed, you have 3,800. You can go there and play with it. We'll definitely go there. Non-contract. You see, you just keep playing there. You can go there and start, reading and, verifying stuff for yourself. Okay. So with that, do you see? So it says that with vendor risk in code means that Google will look for the exact phrase. And remote test Google also want you also want pages that mention remote, and then adding job help focus the result of the job posting or career page, right? And that's why if you see a vendor risk and remote, that we've already covered, right? The same idea, but Google would first we show that include both the phrase vendor risk and the word remote, and job helps filter out, right? So with that, but what happens that maybe let's say we want to go to a particular vendor site. Okay, so still I'm just limiting here with vendors and remote. We're gonna play around with different rules. You guys will see shortly. What if I said that okay, I would like to visit different companies site. Let's see. Okay, for example, we want to go to career site career.company.gov, vendor risk and remote. So just because you have this LinkedIn from Google, you can eventually, it will take you there, it will tell you, do you see, we do not have anything that matches. So which that is fine. And what of Deloitte? Let's say we have anything for Deloitte, sorry. You see, we do not have anything that matches. And then what of or said, okay, let's do LinkedIn. I want to place, I don't want to place from Google. I already have it on my PowerPoint slide, but I'm just showing you how you can play around stuff here, your ChatGPT and can you write a query? Okay, so do you see? Because I already know, like, okay, so site LinkedIn, I'm targeting LinkedIn, you see slash job, and then you put everything. So with this, and you see how does it work? Site on LinkedIn, tell Google to search only within LinkedIn jobs, vendor rates, find any of these keywords, and remote, look for remote or hybrid jobs, right? So if we copy this, just again, still at the level of Google, I'm just going to paste this. Do you see? Do you see? So let's say we want to take this. Now it will take me to LinkedIn. So once I'm in LinkedIn, what happens? Do you see these are all different jobs? These are all very jobs that one can do it. Then you will come now here. Are you a director? You can't, you sort, right? Now it reduces so a lot of those jobs. And then you come date post. Date post. You want to put me, I will just go with past week. I don't like anything. Do you see the more you narrow your search, but it's better rather than you just go, you don't even know which day that job was posted and then you just keep applying. And then do you see at this point, everything is open. If I want to, the more I put on remote, now do you see it bringing that to 35. But what if I want to bring it now to remote hybrid? We take it out to 36, but you see, now it just tell me just in the US. And from here, I can also, rather than putting US, I can target just a state like California. I do California, USA. Do you see? So this is exactly what you find. So that's how you sort yourself. Because that one we just put USA first, your priority, maybe you want to first of all do remote job or USA, and then you start narrowing down your search, choosing the different state that you want. Do you see? Then if we go to our PowerPoint slide, so that already covers LinkedIn, and we're going to be playing. But what of the all, right? For the all, it tells the system to return results that match any one of the term you list. It broadens your search, when to use it, when there are synonym or different ways employer phrase the same example. Do you see? So we've really started using all. For example, show result with vendor and either remote or, and that's exactly, this is English, it's pretty much clear. So let's cover a lot of them that will play around, and then what of, now we're gonna play around to see, what, maybe now want to start mentioning the state and everything. And then when we talk of quotation marks, it keep multiple words together as exact phrase, right? When you want the search to treat a phrase as one piece, so it won't split the words apart, for example, third party, right? And then find listing that says exactly third party reads together. If the posting only say reads and third parties without the exact phrase, it might not show up. Do you see? And that's why you say you can just say risk or third party, so it might not show up. And that's exactly what it means. Find listings that have either vendor or third party, and also soft. So this avoid mistake where the system doesn't know which part you want to combine, right? And just to quickly go over this, it says that, for example, for and narrow it down must have all parts, or broaden it, any or is okay. And then when you have this, be precise exactly the phrase, and then control logic, groups, ideas, so and or all work correctly. Okay. But why does this matter? Most job seeker type random keywords, but when to use an or quote and parentheses wisely. You got only jobs you really want. You waste less time scrolling irrelevant listing. You catch all variation because company describe rules differently. And also, for example, now let's go and start playing with this whole thing. Okay. Now that I'm here, I'm going to be showing you people a lot of secrets. First, let's set general GRC rules. First, I want to say that I've received a lot of questions from you all. How do you even tell what kind of rules you're looking for? And that's why I say I even work with some of these Upwork or freelancer. They don't even know the rules themselves. And I want to tell ChatGPT, can you please all GRC related, or just say GRC rules? I use please, okay, yeah. GRC rules. You will see. This is a typical example of GRC rule. GRC analyst, risk and compliance analyst, IT risk analyst, information security analyst, third-party vendor risk analyst. If you come to manager and role, those are the different roles, senior consultant role, and then director, and then related specialty roles. Do you see that? So I want to tell ChatGPT, for example, I'll say ChatGPT, I want a query. I'm going with GRC. Wait, I want a combination related specialty roles. Let's see what kind of query ChatGPT is going to give us. Okay, do you see? Paste the whole query in the job search bar, set location, and then, for example, I just go here, I go to LinkedIn, I put, you guys, I'm going to copy that way people can see this query very well. Do you not see GLC job employment, GLC job in the United States? Remember, initially I was targeting just third party, but now we'll start talking about GLC. What are those GLC jobs? And it will also take it to Coursera, take it to CyberN, which again, they are not necessarily job, but you just need to know how to use your query very well. And remember, you can definitely click next and go to the next page. Do you see senior GLC analyst, job applicants, application with GLC analyst and Mercury, GLC analyst in Texas now hiring, how to become, of course, that one we know is training, it doesn't, how to become a GLC analyst in 2025. This one is a why query. Do you see? So if I go here, this is a query that people can see better. See, it literally pulls a lot. It literally pulls a lot. Just by putting this query, for example, if we go back here, I guess, yeah, this is it. I want to go back. I go back here. Let's say I want to take just, let's go to Indeed and LinkedIn and see what we have. So LinkedIn said that we have over 3,335 results. And then they posted, of course, we want to always narrow down our they posted from 3,300. You see, do you realize that some of you just go to LinkedIn, they've pasted job for months, you just got to be applying without you check it. So we have already eliminated over 1,500 or 600 jobs just by putting last week. And then another thing that you want to do is to be able to set your alert. It's very, very important. Set alert, right? And then you want to come, depending on your role, of course, I'm not going to go for this role. Do you see it already reduces down to 120 jobs? Again, this is a smart way of you applying. So you don't just go there and like, oh, you know what, I don't know what to do. And then now you start targeting. Remember now you have this job now a different, for example, this is like all Texas, Plano. I hope it's not going because I'm in Texas. That's why, right? Okay, I have United States. You see, okay, you also have Florida. Then if I still want to narrow down my search, do you see it bring it down now to 30 jobs? You've already narrowed your search. These are all different roles. And no, I can tackle this one as a director, of course, third party, I can. IT, I don't know if it's related word to security, but that's something I can check. Senior compliance manager, I can. Director of rates, I can. Principal, I can. All of this job right here, this is something I know. Even director role, I know I can go in full director roles, but can you also go in for director role, right? Or better still, if you are that type that looking for a job, you do not mind relocating or moving from one state to the other. Now you see it increase your chances of you getting those jobs. Do you see? Now you have that. But I bet you, if we go back to our look at what I have, I listed just those rules. What if I want to target just mostly this, like literally mostly the keyword? So let me see. I'll tell, okay, I need bowling query for this. You see? So now I am targeting everything I have here because some job you might have some of these keywords, and then I'm just gonna paste. Do you see? You already bring like American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, but do they have jobs? No. When you come down here, then you start. You see PCI DSS compliant job analyst, 300 plus that PCI DSS analyst, University of Mississippi University. Is this job still available? You will see when was it posted? March 12th. March, when are we? March, April, May, June. No, this job is still not valid. And that's why, do you see, when you come here, company might still have that. That's why you want to also make sure you might do, I just did last week. I'm not even going to do last month, okay? To narrow down your search. Because just imagine if you did in there, you go to that Mississippi jobs, guess what? I don't think you see the, do we still have it here? I put last week. Why is it still up here? Right? You need to double check, right? But something like that to me, going to their website and realizing that this job, let's see, let's paste it there and see if it will pop up. Open until filled. So maybe it might be open because university and all, maybe they do take time, right? The HIPAA compliance work with Chief Information Security Officer. So it might still be open, right? But again, that's something that you first of all need to double check before even applying, because you don't want to go and apply and then very soon you receive automatic rejections like, oh, you know what, this thing is not for me. So we want to take our time, right? Let's say, for example, I want to focus heavily on third-party vendor risks. I want to do third-party vendor risks. I'll say, can you please list the skill? Let's get the skills and then I'll get all the different words and then we'll put them together and see to increase your skill, your chances. You might have like contract review, become due diligence and all those other things, and like vendor risks. Okay. Oh, okay. Do you see? These are all the different skills. And even you, when you are writing your resume, that's how you need to come identify all these keywords. When you go to your resume, that's how you're able to be able to stand out. But this is something that, as I said, I'll take my time to hopefully if I have the time, I'll prepare videos on how you can tailor your resume to stand out. Do you see? All right. So I will just copy all this one. Let me copy everything right here. I even take all those keywords, technical, la la la. I don't need all of those. I can take this to increase my search. And I'll say that I need a bowling query for this. it will group everything together, everything. And now once I just one shot, boom, now I'll start sorting, 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 sorting. Do you see? If you look at this thing very well, it's literally putting everything. If I copy here, that people can see better. Do you guys see? Or better still, you know what? Let me just get a Word document that people can see it. You see what we have. Third-party due diligence, inherit risk, residual risk, fourth party, SOC 2 or SOC 1, data privacy, HIPAA or GDPR, control mapping, security questionnaire or control gap, vendor onboarding, vendor offboarding, contract review, SLA, vendor bridge, monitoring, vendor exit. It literally combines everything that you need. And guess what? I'm just going to take this. I'll go to this stuff. I'm going to paste it. That's it right there. And now you can even go to some of these sites to see, like Venta is one of the sites that, they have like vendor rates stuff, this one, a comprehensive guide. So even take you to some of the training, big site. This one is taking more of like the training, but again, you can still proceed to see third-party risk management summit, third-party risk management strategy. So with this query, it's taking me more on training side or third ChatGPT that ChatGPT. It takes me, I need actual jobs. And then we'll see. ChatGPT should be your friend. Yeah, gossip partner. Okay. All right. So let's say now it says site. So we want to target LinkedIn. You see, so we are targeting LinkedIn. We take now, we paste it. These are all the jobs. This one was pasted, hiring third-party manager in Florida. It was pasted 5 days ago. So do you see? And then you just keep taking forward and then selecting. By the end of the day, it's just for you to know how to narrow your search. If you want to go back to how they call this one is just a Google search. We can just click this Google search, we paste it. Likewise, we visited this page before. And then if you go to ZipRecruiter, I don't think I have an account with ZipRecruiter. Oh, I do. And then, you see vendor risk, third party, and then you can also put that, or you can get like more words just that way to increase it. Remote or CRM or something like that. I don't know if it's CRM or whatever. But again, you can always play around with that thing, right? So do you guys see? What if, let me say that, okay, okay, and then let's just say, okay, now we want to target higher institution. Okay, I want to, okay, so with this, I can say, can you please job boards? Can you please list the different job boards? Let's see. But if you're not using ChatGPT, now is your time to read ChatGPT. You see? So we have Simply Hired. So they have a lot of jobs, good for local, regional roles, scrap from many smaller sites. Yep. Script. Dice. As a matter of fact, Dice has been very good to me. Most of my job, I think my last 3 roles, I got it. I didn't apply though. They found me on Dice, and that's how. Then for those of you, if you have clearance, do you know of clearance jobs? That's where you can go there. I do not have a clearance, so I'm not even gonna stress myself. And you see, you can also reach out directly on company career website. These are also some different sites they've provided. Do you see? And then I was like, okay, what if I want to apply for higher education jobs. Do you guys see? Do you know that I just found this is not belong? Chronicle, yes, you definitely get those jobs. I'll say, okay, can you please write calling query for GRC role using each site? Let's see. Right. So it's not just focusing on LinkedIn and LinkedIn. I actually got, I think, one times an interview on this side. Do you see? Now you say, okay, search for this role. Okay, I'll say on this side using what GLC using. I'll just copy. ChatGPT already know what to use. Oh, we already have this. Bowling for higher education. So if we put it there, and I will tell ChatGPT to I want to target just those sites. It kept taking us to the University of Information. You see, University Information Security job in remote. So if we want to go to Indeed, let's see. Just do GRC analyst. Why Houston? United States. I take search. Go back. I'm still impressed. Indeed. What's going on? Okay, let's just. Why is it taking me back? I don't know. Oh, get started. Now, I don't want to go there. All right, so let's do this. And then I can just put this right here. You see site LinkedIn, site Indeed, site higher educationjob.com, or you can still go to their website and then just easily apply. But me, I want to say, guys, people see. That's what I'm telling you. Do you see higher education job? You have compliance officer, information security officer. So let's click there. When was this job posted? So that's like you need to know. This one was posted in May. I'm not even gonna May, June, July, August. We are May, June, July. Yes, you can apply because many a times school, even my I once worked in a community college. It took like 4 months. So do you see this? They've already put a lot of this rule. You see, this PCI DSS 171 for classified information, and it's still open, so you can definitely apply. And that's why I said that. Do you see? 5 years experience, 140K, mid-level to entry-level, 1 year of experience. Do you guys see that? Military, for those, if you see, assessment, accreditation, and compliance. So these are some of the things that I said, you guys, you need to pay attention, people. Really have to. Do you see, if you just come only to highereducationjob.com, this one from LinkedIn, it took us directly to that job, but we can just go there and then start filtering. But let's see. Let's visit and see. Senior Information Security Manager jobs. This was posted. This one should be active in June. Category network and that this is fine, but these are things that people can still do, right? If you look at it very well, PCI DSS, governance, and all those things, right? Now that's why I say these are jobs that you will not even find on LinkedIn. Okay. So let's not just pay attention thinking, no, it should be LinkedIn, or yeah, so we can definitely do this. Oh, better still, while we are here, let me go back. While we are here, right? So this take me to this job. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna edit this, just take me to hire their website. And then you know what? You go to job search, right? Job search. They said, look for those keywords. Do you see? ChatGPT will tell you. If you know some of those keywords, let's just say GLC analyst. Let's see. Let's say GLC to see what pop up. Nope, that's something. And then let's say compliance. Do you see? These are the job we saw, compliance, accreditation, and da. Or another thing that you can do, I think many a time they also give you like the area where you can put IT to streamline. They don't have those. And you see, now you can also do your search. Are you targeting, these are the different places that you can look for job. Search by region, higher education, right? I even did one that you guys, nursing. Do you guys see? Assistant Dean of Nursing, Associate Director of Institute. These are jobs that just got posted. These are jobs that got posted, right? So these are some of the things that we can look. And then let's just say IT auditor. Oh, they do have an advanced search. Okay, there's nothing that matches. That's fine. And we go to some of this site. You see, when I did that, they say create your, how they call, create your alert. You can definitely create alert so that when when they post that job, do you see? Then you can definitely check. Yeah. So that's how we can go about that site. And then let's go back to LinkedIn and see what we got. Higher education. Higher education. We also have like Indeed. We can post it. We post it and that's it, right? You see, governance, risk, and compliance related jobs. So I don't know why I don't want to log in. Okay, they want me to verify, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm not looking, I'm just looking for a way to show you people how you go about applying for jobs, right? And then another thing, what else can we use? We'll talk about, let's go to Chronicle Job, okay? I need it for Chronicle Job. It's not, website, sorry. Let's say ChatGPT is gonna pick it up. Okay, so it's gonna take us. So from there, you see, we just click, we put there, okay, they don't have anything, that's fine. But another thing that you can do, can you tell ChatGPT, another way can you please provide the URL? Another way you can just tell ChatGPT to provide a URL, then you can just, it's clickable. From here, you can just click and it will take you to the website. Okay, that's another thing that you can do. So just here, play around, you can do so much, right? Oh, where is it? Start. And when ChatGPT do that, you also want to verify. You see, Chronicle, why does it put, you also have to verify. It doesn't mean that when ChatGPT puts it means that 100% is correct. No, right? I just need just the website. Okay, so that's the website. You see, if you are targeting and then you go to their career session, I think it might be at the bottom, go to their career session and start looking for those jobs. Okay. So, boy, what if I want to narrow it down on like healthcare? What of healthcare sector? Healthcare sector, more on paper. I chose ISO 2701. Let's see. Okay. See, so we are targeting, right? Google search. I don't even want to target LinkedIn. Let me just put it over there. Guys, do you people see? These are all things that you see. Governance, risk and compliance, certified healthcare, high trust risks, healthcare, HIPAA specialist. You people see that, right? What if we want to do, okay, um, I'll just say I need everything for PCID access or keywords. Or keywords. So again, you just have to learn how to do it. But it's something that if you really need me, of course, then you're gonna pay me for that, for me to help you really take some time, teach you. But with this, I think you are good to go. You see, so now it's grouping everything as far as PCI DSS. And these are things that you need for your resume. When you see that job, you just look at the key responsibility. These are your keywords that goes to your resume. So when you're applying for that job, it's gonna flag it, right? It's gonna flag it. All right, so if you see, I already have these are the most searchable PCI DLCs. So let's check. Yep, so it takes us to a lot of like, if you want to, a lot of this side, but or text ChatGPT, um, use Google. Okay, for it, because that's how you mean like search for stuff. So let me see if you give us the jobs. PCI DSS and audit certification, PCI DSS policy, PCI DSS different side that you can learn, PCI DSS job in remote, 3 PCI DSS compliant analyst job in the USA. So we can check, and then why that is coming as like I need for job, looking for jobs. Right. And even when you are telling your resume, it doesn't mean that many a times ChatGPT will just do a copy of what you have from that job description. So I wouldn't advise you to just copy it. You have to also tell her, you have to define it, right? Let's see. I'm not even looking for side. 200, la 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 la. Do you see? Even isolate. Let me see. What kind of roles do we have? These are still pure security. Do you see? Yeah, these are pure security. And don't forget, when you do it, also make sure you can click next if they do have next. But I'm like, okay, Boolean query, da 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 da. And then do you see resume? These are some of the key and powerful things that goes to your resume before you start spending money and be wasting money, giving people money for no good cause. So these are some of the things that you want to check, right? Once you identify those keywords, and that's why even when I work with this guy, I could tell that he's lagging, right? Could tell you see 1,000 PCI DSS HIPAA jobs. So when you go to all the different roles, that's where you start categorizing. But again, this HIPAA, like, it's something else. This is something else, right? By just high support, no, this is something else, right? What if I just put, oh, PCI DSS, PCI DSS. Yep, you see? So these are some of the things that we want to check. What else? What else? Let me see. So you start with, first of all, identify all the JLC roles. ChatGPT will name all the different roles for you. Once ChatGPT analyze all the different roles, then you go now to skill. With that skill, you can even know, okay, what are some of the things that I'll be doing at job. So with the skill, sorry, it's still writing. You see, you identify all the different roles, identify all the skills. That's how I think my next video I'm uploading very soon, how to start your cybersecurity from scratch. Do you see? So some of the keyword things that will go on your resume. So you identify those, right? And then that's okay. Then this you already provided the skills that I need. Use this search on your resume, right? I'm telling you, when you have those things, you'll be shocked. When you have those, and then what is tell ChatGPT based on that job description, tell out your professional summary, your achievements, your resume needs to have your achievements, and that's how you go about it. And they also tell ChatGPT, oh, another thing, I was like, okay, I need to look for jobs in San Antonio. That's where I am in San Antonio. Let me say San Antonio, and then we'll see. So you can, oh, sorry, you can also, you know, target your state. Maybe you want to do hybrid on your state, in your state, or maybe your state or your city. That's something that you need to do, right? Something like this. When I post this, now I'm targeting my state and my city, right? GLC, do you see? In San Antonio, staff GLC PCI days in San Antonio, IT compliant analyst job in San Antonio. Everything is in San Antonio. But what if I want to talk of like, okay, remote jobs in San Antonio? What they say? I'm not able to spell my own city. All right, so let's target it, right? Do you see? Now I'm also targeting by those remote jobs here in San Antonio, right? You see? This is a good one. Senior Information Security Analyst, HIPAA High Trust, needs 100, right? Yeah, that. And then you have to verify. The fact that they put it there, do you see PCI DSS compliant analyst? What kind of money is this, right? Third party, GRC third party vendor rates in Texas is hiring GRC. Do you see? So Glassdoor, don't forget, Glassdoor is another site that you can visit. So the best way you can go about it is to do your Boolean search, check all those jobs. These are things I really want. And then each time you have it, you can get an Excel document. You have the site that is clickable. So once you've grouped, guys, make it a habit. Maybe you take a week, you just take a day, group like that kind of 50 jobs or 75 jobs. It's like, okay, that week I want to apply for these jobs. So once you already have that, you're not clickable. Now you just tailor your resume, and you apply. Don't just take one resume and shoot it. Nobody's going to call you, right? You might see two cybersecurity jobs, one ISO, one third party, something else, right? But if you have that understanding and that experience like me, so I can tailor it, right? So my current role now, if I can work for another company, maybe I'll be doing something else, right? So it's not just a resume, one size fit all. So do you see Workday, workplace, and all those things? So let me say, no, Workday is another big one. Okay, I need Workday. Yeah, Workday. A lot of company actually use this Workday. They go a lot of them. Okay. No. So guys, use this thing, use these tools, okay? You got to use them. Okay, so let's see. Remember, I do not have everything, but I'm just going to put it on Workday. They really do not have. Let's see. Okay, so you can go to Workday Career. Let's see if it's still taking us to the same site where they do not have stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but I think this, okay, so you just play around with that. This is something that I just felt the need when I learned it. I said to myself, if you sacrifice time, take your time to do this thing, I promise you, you'll be good. You don't need to pay anybody money to be doing stuff for you. You just need to take some time, sort out all those jobs. You see, as we were doing filter those jobs, go to the different job board site, tell ChatGPT to list you the job board site, you visit a different site. And also, okay, I'll share something, list job boards and their site. That way um you can just click it and then you just bookmark, click it, you bookmark, click it, you bookmark. You can time and again just quickly go there, right? You identify all those jobs, go to LinkedIn, identify, get your Excel sheet, put that title, look, first of all, just glance at the job. Is this something that I can do? If yes, I just glance. Okay, these are things that I can do, right? You see, so once I've identified all those jobs, let's say, I don't know if I can access ZipRecruiter. Usually my company goes with ZipRecruiter, right? Let's just say GRC analyst. Mm, not even going. Oh boy, that's why at times I just, yeah, let's hope we have something. Yep. Do you see? And when you have it, I don't know if they also have filter. You want to check when was this job uploaded or posted. So for example, we'll click on this one. Another thing that you'll do, each time you see the job, avoid applying here. As for me, I will go to the company website and make sure that that job actually exists, right? That's how you also eliminate like ghost jobs, right? So I'll go there. I want to verify that it exists and that I'll apply directly on their website. For example, I don't know why they're paying $30 an hour. This was posted 25 days ago. I'm not even going to waste my time there, right? So I want to see, okay, for example, this is a good one. This job was posted yesterday. So I want to go to their website. It's like if you click there, you see, it will still take you to, you want you to apply through how they call ZipRecruiter. But you know what? I tried, I always do my best to verify this job. What's the job title? What's the job? What's the job title? GRC analyst. So I'll go there, and then you can just do central price careers, right? So do you see when you do that, no, I go to careers and then join our stuff. Okay, GRC by default. You see, maybe it will not be called GRC analyst. It's not there. I don't know if they are sorting. Maybe you can apply from there. Maybe I always try to verify to make sure it's there. If not, and then apply to see if it will go. But let's say we want to apply for this job. Okay, you see, but United States. Yeah, but again, that's how you need to. Yeah. So again, always verify. Me, I want to make sure because if they posted, then it should be on their careers as well, right? So those are some of the things that I want to check. I was like, this is a recruiter that posted this job. I'm seeing something else. So that's my whole thing. Right. So you want to be able to verify to make sure you're doing like quality application, not just quantity. And I hope this video helps somebody. I'll do my best to create another video on, I'm sweating, I'm so, it's been a lot. I'll do my best to create another video on how do you tailor your resume to fit those jobs, to be able to identify the keywords, to be able to bypass ATS and that's it. And take some time. Yes, it's a lot of work, but if you put in the work, then you definitely reap from it. Okay. So I'll see you people hopefully in the future. And do not forget to share with your friend and your family. This is good stuff. I also just learned it myself and I just could not help it, but rather share with you also. Make sure you share it with people, anyone you know that they can benefit from this. Okay. All right. Bye bye. See you people.